Are you cooking?
Yes, I am, but they not getting none of it.
Ooh, oh, why you hit me? 2007, he met Barry and Tiffany. June of 2007, he proposed July of 2007. We were married November the 3rd, 2007. It would have been 17 years this year. And do you know, that's why I call him my fairy tale princess. He was my fairy tale. He was a gift from God.
There she go.
Where your damn clothes? Cold as it is out here. You gonna be cold all up in the hoochie coochie. Cold as it is. Good God Almighty. I was just getting ready to blow the damn going horn.
I can't say.
I was just getting ready to blow the horn. So them niggas in there done going crazy. This thing ain't no person that get cold real fast.
I can't say.
Wrong person. Because I told you my cousin name was Tony name. They knew him about something else.
Oh, Anthony.
Johnny. They knew him about Johnny.
Yeah.
I told you ask for Tony.
I
asked
for Johnny.
Because his name ain't no daggone Tony. It wouldn't have been no confusion if we were going by Tony.
It was Tony, but they call him Johnny.
That's his name.
That's his name.
But I one told you Tony, which was wrong.
I said Tony, and they didn't know who I was talking about.
So guess my cousin do work in here.
I sure did.
That's because that's
time.
almost a 60-year lie. That's
What
why.
so happened, he came out the back. And he said, "Cuz," I said, "That's who I'm talking about right there." I know my cousin name like that.
And I would have for Tony.
Every now and then I would
You
go,
see how a lie can just run and run and run for years?
and years and years.
You ought to know the nicknames that people give.
And I don't know why I would know.
But that man lied to
Everybody, we
you.
had 50 Tonys in the family anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody's name is Tony. And these everybody I didn't say
And everybody's
Tony. I
name
had
is
no boys named Tony.
Fanny.
Because everybody got a Tony. That's what Robin's son is a Tony. Ain't it?
Sure
ain't it
is.
Tony? They call him
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah.
And you know
And
what's funny?
And that's what
Horse, yeah, I was about to say horse named Tony too.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Call him Tony.
But you know what's the funny? Bobby.
Uncle Bobby.
His name is Anthony.
Right, sure is.
Is it?
Yeah.
And the reason why he called
Bobby.
was because Dad had a uncle
Named Tony.
Uncle Robert.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and James was named after Uncle
I remember
Robert.
him having Uncle James to come down from New York all the time.
Yeah, Uncle James.
I remember
James
him.
was named after him. And Bobby was named after
The
Uncle
other one.
Sam.
And
Uncle
Bob,
Sam.
then he cut it down to
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah, but because Uncle Robert said, well, y'all didn't name nobody after me. So they call him Bobby
Right.
for him.
him.
And
I didn't know he was named after one.
See what I mean?
But I remember Uncle Robert James. I remember him coming down a lot.
Yeah, Uncle James and Uncle
I remember
Sam.
Uncle Bob.
And Sam, I remember him too.
You know what I remember very well? Uncle Ike.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Uncle Ike.
He was a monster of a man.
He
walked
was
in
Uncle
the whole
Ike.
house
He had a
was
bald head. He was good looking too.
I remember
He
he was
was-
walking
he
in the
was
house, the
about
whole
this
house
wide.
was
And
shaking.
he used to sit like a little Santa Claus like that, but he had a bald head. And every Saturday, he would catch the bus from Grandma's house to my grandma, his niece's house,
Yeah,
Haritha.
you're right.
Haritha, his niece's house. And they would sit, Grandma be in there cooking that, frying up that chicken. And cooking them collard greens and making them homemade biscuits or whatever, and whatever mac and cheese to go with it. And Uncle Ike, and then it was clockwork. He'd be there about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
My God.
He would leave before the last bus, I guess, to pick up him right at the corner of Bowling Ferry Road and 35th Street, I believe that's what it was, to bring him right back to Grandma's house.
Yeah.
And that was every Saturday he would come to Grandma's house.
Mama had them
Because I used to spend a lot of time at Grandma's house.
Boom, boom,
My
boom.
grandma's mama.
Right,
house.
Haritha.
Your grandma's sister.
Right.
Older sister.
My
And
mama.
her mother.
Yeah.
Aunt Elaine's sister. And Uncle Ike would catch that bus.
Yeah.
And be right at knocking. And it was clockwork.
It sound like Uncle Bernard.
It was clockwork. He come at the same time and he leave at the same time.
He loved Nathan. And who would come around and get Nathan a quarter every week?
Go ahead on.
He said, oh, Nathan.
Yeah,
Oh,
old
Nathan.
Nathan. Yeah. Uncle Ike.
I got a question.
My sister Juanita
He the
is
one that
was
popped somebody, right?
crazy
Yep.
about- he's talking about
Okay,
the
that's what I
sometimes
thought.
all the time.
Yeah.
Even, you know, later
I
on
think
in
he
years, like I
was
was going
young,
to
from
Michigan,
my
Michigan,
understanding.
he's
He
talking
was
about
a
Ike
young
all the
man.
time.
Oh
In
man.
his 20s or 30s. By
Right.
the time he got out, he was in his 60s.
Wow.
He was a senior.
Wow.
He popped somebody. I think it has something to do with a girlfriend. I don't know.
Oh damn.
What happened to Uncle Ike when he went to
Yeah.
prison? Did he pop somebody?
He killed somebody.
He killed
Oh yeah, he killed.
Because it was somebody
Over a
that
woman.
over
That-
was it
Over
his wife
a
or his girlfriend or
woman.
It
something?
was a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Over a
And he
girlfriend.
was in Maryland during that time, right?
A
And he
girlfriend.
was young too, because when he came, he was an old man.
I
when he
know
came.
that.
The first time I remember seeing him, he came in. And
He
had been
stayed
there
for like 40
years.
some years.
Woo, good
When he
God.
came out, he was 60 some years old.
Good
He
God.
started getting Social Security when he got
When
out.
he got out.
Well, they said that they needed more room, get out. Dang, they said they needed more room, get
He
out.
had did his time and he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
released.
40 years. You spend
Never had
10 years for
parole.
murder now.
You
Never,
know
he had
what?
about 20, 40 some years.
Good
He was
God.
an old man. Literally an
Good
old man.
God.
They were paroling him.
They kept denying it.
The cousin
Who?
Alicia.
I didn't even know he had Alicia.
You just call her.
Well, I remember Cuz lived on Tidewater Drive.
Drive.
Oh, yeah.
She was the one to sign to get him out.
Oh, really? Okay.
But then he didn't stay with her.
That's right. He
He
sure
went to
didn't.
grandma. He went to
Grandma's house.
Yeah, and that's where he
Right.
lived.
The one that y'all gave away.
Huh?
The house that y'all gave away and let them tear down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got beef
Birds
about
moved.
that.
It was a
I think
bird
I'm out
haven.
of
It turned out I call it bird haven.
Okay. I ain't gonna say who did it
That
though.
was that.
And gave away our house.
That was the family house.
Right? That was our lineage.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Just giving up valuable things. Granddaddy cookbook, you know, like
Oh,
dang.
wow. Really?
Mary got it. Tell her give it back. I don't want to have to run down on her. I want my granddaddy cookbook. I'll be making stuff like, Grandma, try this. She like, Daddy used to make this. It's like he right in me or
He
something.
could jack up. He could cook. He
Oh.
really, all his daughters could cook except Amen. Amen still can cook.
Don't take that.
Oh, it's going. Tell the truth, cousin. I hold food grudges. I went over there and I ate some stuffing. They kept telling me, Nina, don't eat the stuffing. Nina, I'm like, what's wrong with the stuffing? Y'all know I love stuffing. Got a big old piece of stuffing on my plate. Stuffing was jiggling. I said, what's wrong with it? Put oysters.
She can't cook.
No, she can't cook.
She taping me and I told her, I said,
No.
won't tell her that.
And she can't cook, and neither can her daughter. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth now.
Amen, tell everybody I
Tell the truth now.
I'm gonna get you, Nina.
Tell the truth now. This is why I love this woman, okay? Because she holds no punches. I am Fanny Jr. Oh, no, I'm Fanny the third then. I'm Fanny the
I
third.
always said, Mama showed me you the right thing. I said, the grandma was a smart lady till the day she closed her eyes. You couldn't put no wool over her
You
face.
sure
She laid up
could.
in the bed and you can't tell her anything.
You
nothing.
sure
She's an old
could.
lady. She still knew what was going on.
And she done slapped the nurse.
Don't come in with that foolishness because I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
She tell you in a minute. Don't come in here with that foolishness because I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Now why y'all act
Okay,
like
you do
I'm
about
such a
face,
problem?
You're not a problem.
That's how the people be making me feel. That's why I stay away from the family. That's how people making me
You're
feel.
more vocal and voice your opinion.
Yeah.
And what you say, some people may not be able to receive.
They can't digest it.
If I
I'm
didn't
talking about Nina.
They can't digest
If I didn't talk loud, I would nobody be upset about it. I just talk loud.
Like the
I think some people don't like your
I'm trying to make
honesty.
sure you know what the hell I say.
Okay.
Things are just not meant to be responded to. Nina and Mama going right on it, and there's nothing wrong with how they, I guess, vocal what they want to say. And it's hard for sometimes.
It's the
for some people to
truth,
receive.
though.
People can't handle the truth. But that's
Exactly.
what I always say.
And
They
so
cannot handle
what
the
they want
truth.
us to do? They want us to walk around and lie. They better choke on that
Mama always
truth.
says, you lie. Don't you stand in my face and lie because if you lie, you will steal. And Mama will knock you out with her fist.
And you
I believe it.
that's what Mama and Daddy would tell us.
Mama always says, don't you stand here and lie to me, girl, because if you lie, you will steal.
That's what Daddy
And
said.
if you steal, you will
Daddy
kill.
would say that all the time. He said, a person who lies.
That's mama.
That's your door.
Yeah.
No, that is mama. She got. Well, I ain't gonna tell you what she got till she comes.
Okay. You ain't had no key. You ain't had no key to get in. You had to ring the doorbell. So you trying to get her exercise.
So she can get about that. Wait,
Y'all
said
that. You know what you got to do, right? She don't need you to call her for her to get up and come down the steps.
I just told the customer it's been a long time since I put one of my co-workers in the headlock. And when
I ain't scared of you.
And when you said
Come
that,
on, I ain't scared.
Look, he got like Uncle Leo.
I got your back, Fanny.
Uncle Leo had that cane. Grabbed my cousin on the other side of the fan, pulled her down on the bed. Told him what to help her. He took that cane.
Who did that?
Leo.
Uncle Leo, of course.
How crazy he was.
He had there was a sword. He put the top off that cane. That Jay was a sword.
And who was the cousin he did it to?
Andrea.
Tony's niece.
Johnny. His name ain't no Tony. That's why.
Okay.
That's the problem.
My ex.
It's so good to see y'all.
Ain't it though?
I got you. Oh yeah, my friend Roz and her used to go to the clubs and stuff together.
Ooh, it is 4 o'clock.
Roz is still alive in that.
You saw me?
I think this meeting in the vlog. I gotta go back.
I ain't heard nothing because I'll take
I know what Roz is in that same house, but I don't drive to those houses. I don't go over there and see.
I do want
But she live right over in front of the cemetery.
So it is Christmas Eve and the family is here and I'm excited because those is my favorite cousins, okay? Like, forever with love. Check these right quick. I'm probably put them on the door, take them upstairs.
That's what Roz's house was right in front of that cemetery.
Turn it.
No, and Calvary's is right over here.
Who could he said at least put some water and put some seasoning in it and some leaves and act like you were cooking something.
She sure can.
Dang, is that bad?
I don't care what nobody say. I tell her the same thing.
Well, I used to eat her food.
Well, I found out the hard way.
I was a little girl. Though.
I don't know what
your palate was not fully developed yet.
I'm gonna protect Aunt Emma and she don't have nobody.
You go ahead.
You go right.
She could cook.
What?
Store boy.
But she knows she can eat that shit.
Store boy.
What to do?
He said she like me tell you she never killed nobody. Tell people I ain't never
Thank
killed
you.
nobody.
No.
I survived it. I survived.
It's the difference between cooking and science experiments, okay?
Oh.
Anybody could go in the kitchen and boil some water.
I ain't thinking about Nina.
No, I was talking about Aunt and Ann. I was talking about y'all. I won't talk about y'all. No, I've eaten at Terry's house, and I will eat there again.
I know she can cook. I
She
had
be
her food
doing
before.
stuff.
They had dinner with us, and y'all come over again.
Oh yeah, we talk about that all the time. That was so nice.
That was
It
funny.
Yeah.
We enjoyed that.
Yes, we did. Yeah, sure did. I enjoyed that.
What you cook this time? Nothing.
I'm cooking for myself this
She's
time.
talking about for herself, and she got 2 other people. I'm gonna get her.
She cooked.
Well,
I'm cooking. What are you
oh,
cooking
you
for
cook
yourself?
And I'm
cook.
Spinach,
I
stuffing,
don't like that anyway. Unless it's canned.
orange chicken.
Orange
she
chicken.
like her.
I like orange chicken. Can you
Orange
cook that
chicken
for
is
real?
good.
Now you know what? Who can cook some good cheesecake? Cheesecake House. What a
Cheesecake Factory?
Really?
Really?
They make the best orange chicken I ever had in my life.
Really?
First time
I'm
I
gonna
had
have to
was down
try
there.
it.
My sister Belita took me down for a birthday one time. I think my 32nd birthday.
I'm gonna have to try
And I
it.
got some orange chicken. I ain't know nothing. I ain't know what the rest of that stuff. I want to try. I want to throw the chicken come back orange. Cause I never heard of that before. You know, I used to eat out a lot, but I ain't know all the exotic names. But it was so good. I ain't had none since. It was really good.
Really?
At Cheesecake Factory. That was
I'm
the
gonna have
first
to
time.
try that.
She and a couple and one of her boyfriends took
well,
me
now
down
I know
there.
where you live. I'm gonna come over and bring my chair and sit out there on the
You
porch.
said
I love a girl.
Yeah,
I love a
yeah.
porch.
Please, I'll be out there with you.
At that
Oh,
particular time.
I love
I'ma
it.
take
I
my
can sit all
comfort.
day.
I'm gonna take I've been out there for 2 to 4
That's all
hours.
Elaine said. You sit out there a
The
lot.
month of September, I ain't
It's too
do
cold to be
nothing.
sitting on the porch now.
I don't know. I might have to if it's 30 minutes. I told her I'm gonna
I
get
tell you
me a
what,
comforter.
if you do, you crazy just like you do. She can run out them shorts. I said, wait a minute.
Oh no, I ain't
Where
wearing no
you going
shorts.
with them shorts on like that?
No, I ain't.
Cold as it is out here.
And then I had the leggings on underneath my pants.
If anybody never, like Mama said, if you ain't never heard it before,
I love it though.
If you ain't never heard it before,
I love it though.
What the word is. That's what Mama used to say.
I will be just like her when I grow up.
If you ain't never heard it before, you don't even know it's a curse word. So don't nobody know what it is if they ain't never heard it before.
They just make sentences more flavorful.
If they look at TV, they've heard it a whole lot of times.
Was your sister anything like that too? Your sister Haritha.
Oh yeah.
Harissa was like Fanny.
Yeah,
why y'all saying that like that's a bad thing though?
Outspoken.
What's wrong with being
I love her
outspoken?
dearly.
Oh.
I remember.
See, they be making me feel bad about
She
it.
used to come to Mass. I do remember every once in a while.
I like
She would
honesty.
sit in the back at Mass on Saturday. That's what I mostly remember about her.
I like
Harissa.
honesty.
Now you ask the churches get children, they all them remember, but they come and eat all the time. Cause I always tell them, I tell them right now when I'm with them all, I say, Mama say, Juanita come over with the kids. And I say, oh Lord, that's what I tell them. Cause you know, Mama would cook stuff that is that stretch out so everybody could eat. Potatoes, hamburger, all that cooked together.
Cabbage.
And I used to tell Donna always laugh at me. I say, but Mama tell me y'all come, and Donna said, we say, oh, we going to Harissa house. We know we're going to have some good stuff. And I used to get mad because here y'all come. that means we were going to have no pork chops that night. She had stuff so everybody could eat. And Donna be cracking. Donna said, you so crazy. I said, I'm just being honest.
Yes.
When she said y'all would come, I used to hate it. Here they come eating up everything. But you ain't never bring your children like that.
I know.
But them churches would come.
No, we never even went in the house. I think I went in the house after your mother died.
But them church children,
We used to sit outside.
Cause we ain't had no big. They would be all around this table. I'm looking to see what they eating. Mama say, "What did you look at? You ain't bought nothing in this house." I would be mad. Please, God, forgive me. And my cousin, I love him to death. You know that.
But if they greedy, they greedy.
But I know why she did it. She did it so it was stretched. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I like that. Cut the potatoes and the hamburger and stuff and mix it all together like they eat it like
we call
that.
it hash. Hook it
Yes,
up.
that's exactly what it is.
Onions in there.
Mama do that.
Mama used to fix that so everybody, so them kids would be full when they go home.
And you be full.
And make them roll.
Yeah,
And make them roll.
you had your meat.
Sure did. Mama did that so they would be full when they go home.
Yeah, you get full off of those.
Y'all ain't go over their house? Oh.
Nah, I've been when I got grown, I would go over there.
Oh, damn. Now, as a child.
Rudy cook.
Yeah, Rudy cook. You better believe.
You know, he gave me my first job at Piccadilly.
Oh, you went there Piccadilly too?
I think everybody did.
Half our family went
But
to
look,
Piccadilly.
but when he got me the
3 of
job,
my brothers went there.
when I got the job there,
Nope. I didn't.
it was this girl named Catherine. No, it was Miss Catherine. Her daughter name was Jennifer.
Because I went to school with her.
And Jennifer, when I came along, here this girl coming along, and then I started out on the line. I was like, I need to get out on that floor and get me some tips.
I know that's right.
So they switched her and I. They put her on the line and put me out there on the floor, to clean the tables off and get the tip. I was getting me some real good tips.
Okay.
And ever since that time, that girl could not stand me. Jennifer, she did not like me. And I was like, my Uncle Rudy told them to do that. I didn't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Uncle Rudy had me out there busting them tables. And I would, and $50 was a lot. Back then, $50 worth of tips.
In the
Back in the 70s, 80s,
Yes.
it was 80s for me because I was like,
Okay.
I became 18, when I was.
That was your last year in high school.
Last year in high school, and I got the job through career development. And Piccadilly was one of the people on the list. And I said, I got an uncle that worked there. So Uncle Rudy recognized, saw my name, knew who I was, and they hired me. And I was like, I didn't want to be on that. I was sweating and stuff behind all that hot fire. I said to myself, I ain't cut out for this. So I said, Lord, I just want to get out there and bust some tables and make me a few tips. I don't have to do it all the time. Yeah. The next thing I know, guess what? I was out there doing it.
But then they kept picking at you and you told Rudy to go get them straight.
Shit, that girl Jennifer was picking
Can't you imagine Rudy
all
saying
that
something to
girls?
girls?
They
I can
better
imagine
get that
him
girl.
saying that.
Okay.
I might be quiet.
Okay.
The quiet ones, you better be careful.
You better
See,
bet
I'm only
it.
gonna take but so much
Right.
from you.
Right.
You gonna cross that line.
And
Get
I told
the
him,
hell up out the
Uncle Rudy,
way.
that girl, she is harassing me. I said, now, Uncle Rudy, I know you work here and everything.
Okay.
I said, but if she keep picking at me, I'm going to give her a run for her money.
Okay.
Right?
And Uncle Rudy got that straight. And that's how I end up, they put her on the line. And I started busting tables. I was doing the table.
She was picking with you before.
She was picking.
So she was hating.
She was hating.
She was hating.
No,
she was just hating.
That girl looked at me and that girl rolled her eyes.
They always do that to pretty girls.
She was jealous.
They always do that to pretty girls.
I did not choose.
But I be trying not to beat them all up though. I heard you, but you all pretty.
They didn't like me either.
Okay. So how did you not beat everybody up?
I'm gonna give you a lot of leeway.
How did you not beat everybody up? How did you not beat everybody up?
Right away.
I did that too.
And I said, you know
what?
I'm trying to
and then I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right
there. You can't stop.
I'm gonna nip the bird right there before you get
right.
Don't stop me.
Exactly. Okay.
Just need to put her Bible down.
I'll be like, Holy Spirit, I'm gonna sit you right here.
All right. Okay.
Wait on me.
You sit right here. I'm coming
Straight
back
up.
now.
Straight up.
But when I come back, I got to go over here because see they playing with me.
Yeah.
And I said I ain't gonna say nothing. I said that girl don't know me.
Okay.
She you know I'm a very quiet person.
Right.
Don't be messing with nobody.
You don't want to mess with them kind of people.
Try to help you.
Because see,
exactly.
Them people that'll snap on you.
Yep.
I'm a person that'll snap, and next thing you know, I didn't.
Yep. They're like, what's wrong with her?
And they
No,
heard.
now it's too late.
And they heard.
So I was like, and I told Uncle Rudy, I said, Uncle Rudy, I don't know, but that since day one, that girl don't like me, and I ain't did nothing to that girl.
Right.
I say, look, I ain't choose my parents. They chose
Okay. Say that,
So
boo.
with that said,
Say
y'all
that,
better
boo.
handle her because I will handle her. If I
Okay.
have to.
And all these weapons up in here.
Uncle Rudy, I don't know what he said to them, but the next thing I was busting them tables from the day
Okay.
till I graduated from out of high school. And
When I got
college.
that job with me
there.
and Tabit, me and the
I'm
president something, he didn't like me and I didn't like him.
She
And she
ain't
was
like
good.
us.
And one day I told her, you're not going to talk to me like you talk to everybody.
Well, she
I'm
mad.
going to talk like you're a grown man.
But
I respect you, you don't respect me. I
Okay.
said, I'm going to scrub my floors. I ain't got to put up with this bull crap. I'm going to tell you right now. So when the
Right.
girl was working upstairs,
But as long as she don't put her hands on me,
Right.
I said, don't call her
Words
because she'll come
don't
in and get
bother
her
Or
too.
come up in your space.
but if you come up in my
Okay.
space,
All I can
Right.
say, y'all just better leave her alone.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Even
have to
nobody's
address it.
business.
Exactly.
So look, the day I
And
told
I'm
him I
with
would do it on
he worked there. He was a head chef.
Right.
They loved him there. And he's the reason
I know you
why
probably said, thank you, Lord.
And I didn't want
You ain't want to mess up his job too.
You know,
Get her out of
Right.
here.
Yep.
Can't no more
I
family
showed
members
that
come up in
something
here.
too.
Right. You did right,
So I
boo.
went to
I
Uncle
know
Rudy
you
and I
said, thank
told
you,
him.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna tell you one time though.
Like, wait,
Get her now.
Trust me, Uncle
Get
Rudy
her.
handled
Talk to me
that.
like that.
Sure did. Yes, he did.
That's what's up.
We had to take stuff to find out what the parts and pieces was.
Right.
We had to take them to them. And I was one in there that talked nasty to everybody. And everybody was scared to go to him. And I had to go to him. And I went to him. And he talked to me like that. I said, hold up, I left. I went and got my supervisor. I said, look, I said, I'm not going to him. And I forgot his name. I said, because he don't know how to talk. He not going to talk to me like that.
Exactly.
I said, I'm not going back there for him to talk to me like, I said, he's not talking to me like that. So she went back there and talked to his supervisor. And then the supervisor talked to him. Then he come out there and he apologized to me because I was sitting at my desk because I won't go nowhere. And he comes to my desk, he said, Virginia, I'm sorry. He said, I didn't realize I was talking to you like that. He said, that's just the way I talk. He said, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I talk to you like that. I said, yeah, because you're not going to talk to me like that.
Okay.
I said, and I'm not taking that.
Okay.
And then guess what? We ended up the best friends. He was a young white boy. His daddy bought the whole plant. You need to take it back and put it in the boutique. What?
Why?
Look like me. I see me take
My boutique online.
I want to see that it move. I kept seeing the button. Like she took her cane and hit the feet. The button all up in my face.
I call her Little Booty Susie.
And you just your mannequin for your boutique.
Yes. I'm like the garbage man in my neighborhood. He goes to that dump all that trash, and then there's all this trash on the ground. I was fussing at him. Get off the truck. Get off the truck. Oh no, we don't get off the truck. I was like, what? Okay, because you tried to get me to smoke it.
Stop standing over there telling lies.
I'm not telling that. You had it in your purse pocket.
pocket.
You had it in your purse pocket, boy.
What I told you here, if I gave it to you, I'm trying to give it to you to smoke.
No, you was asking. You was asking me questions because you said your friend gave it to
like I
you.
was an influence or something on you. Don't even try it.
Oh.
Well,
You started something that you ain't gonna be able to finish. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now.
she a Scorpio, right? I know what I'm up against.
a
All right.
spender.
Ma'am, I was in your room. You said, go give me my purse. I handed you your purse. You went in your little purse pocket, unzipped, and took out this little white boy. That's what we call the white ones. It was about yay long. And you said, Nina, you gonna come over here so we could smoke it together, is what you said. And I said, well, how long I said, well, how long you had it, boo? You said over a year. I said, either it ain't gonna work or we gonna be seeing purple bunnies, and I don't want neither.